Okay, family, I'm back. It's crazy. I got so much to talk about, so I'm just gonna make this very random because I'm gonna say some random things. I was just looking at myself. I've been the fact that I've been eating at my aunt's house. I'm beginning to look like her. Isn't that crazy? It's funny, they say that if you eat people food and you stay around them and talk to them a lot, you'll begin to look like them. It's kind of crazy, but it's true. Anyway, that was just something random I wanted to throw in there, but I wanted to talk about possession. We'll talk about some other things too. You all have seen some of my videos in the past, and you'll probably say, "Hey, Mama, you look like you were possessed." And the answer is yes. It's funny though, because at that particular time when you're possessed, it's very difficult to discern whether you're under a possession. Sometimes for some people, it's not good to use certain terms and certain words. Once again, if you say you under possession, then that's negative. But if you say that you were overtaken by the Holy Spirit, it's much more acceptable. So for you all who understand taken by the Holy Spirit, maybe I was for you overcome by the Holy Spirit. Because if you use them terms, you can get away with anything. Because if you say possession for some people, they just don't like that. That's not good. For some people, it's better to use I'm a medium, and I was at that particular time um, being used by this particular spirit. Sometimes that's more acceptable, especially in Hollywood. But they are all the same. The reason why I wanted to talk about the possession, Mama, being a medium, okay? Medium meaning that I am at times, okay, speaking for the dead many times, okay, because they still want to talk too. Look, what I'm trying to say is this. It really can have a bad name, a bad taste to it, a bad twist to it, because certain words like voodoo scare people, possession scare people, and all these different things which are good things are turned into bad things by people who are afraid, they don't understand, or Hollywood trying to make some money. You know what I'm saying? To some extent we all are possessed by spirits, okay? This is not just excluded to a certain group of people that you want to say are the mentally ill. You yourself are possessed at times. I already told you all one time before, if you get really angry and irate and you acting a fool, you're under possession. First thing people say is, "Oh wow, you were out of character. You didn't look like yourself." Well, at that point, you were under possession. So that's the entire population. Giggling and laughing out of control, possession, they all the same. You all can be used and manipulated by spirits, okay? Let's get real. The difference in some people and me and others like me is that you understand, are used by these spirits because we have the gift. Okay, we have the gift, and we're more of a portal of these, or a vessel of these spirits. Okay, mediums. Okay, because that's the word that everybody will accept. Okay, and prophets. Okay, see, they have to all go under possession to prophesy. But it's just like the name just sounds better. You understand? If you say escargot rather than to say snail. Okay? So I want to break this all down and get it all straight once and for all. Ain't nothing wrong with folks like me. Just because we don't use the term what prophetess or priestess. Okay? And we may use the term witch because they all the same. Just got different names. Okay? Look, possession. Let's go back because I'm telling you, this thing is moving fast. When you're under a possession, it does not necessarily mean it's bad. It's not always a bad thing to be under a possession, okay? When is possession, when is it good? Possession can be good when you are doing readings for people, when you are trying to heal the sick, when you are trying to solve mysteries and problems for people who need it. It's okay to be under those possessions, okay? Because we have to be possessed by spirits. Well, I'm on the phone with you and I can tell you exactly who went in your yard and put them nails on your driveway and they busted up your tires. I can go and tell you if I'm under possession, okay? That's a good thing, don't you think so? When is it bad? Possession ain't always good because sometimes people go into possession and they can go and harm people, harm themselves. I'm going to tell you the good side and bad side of it. Suicides, homicides, and these people can go and do some things and come back and don't even know they done it. That's when it's bad. That's when you need to see a priest. That's when you need to go to church. Mama can't bash the church 100% because some parts of the church is good if you go to the right one. When the priest got to go in there and exercise, an exorcist or whatever, that spirit in that body that is damaging that body and others, it's very necessary to be there. Okay, very necessary. But anyway, so a lot of the times you can be possessed by spirits. Spirits don't necessarily mean all evil. Some spirits are harmless. They just have unfinished business. They need to talk to somebody or get a message across that somebody killed them. But the report was it was a homicide. But no, somebody killed them instead. A lot of these people dead did not commit suicide. Somebody killed them, and the spirit is not at rest. It's trying to say something, and it may use a body or a vessel to get its message across. It's very real. There are so many different spirits. There are ghost spirits, spirits that I say when you're a ghost. I think a ghost is someone who's not quite ready for the afterworld and not, I mean, the other world and not quite, ready for a transitioning and whatever. They're just here. They're stuck. They become the ghost. Then you got your spirits of people who may have just moved on or what have you, just transitioned over or whatever, died or whatever you want to use the term, and they just have some unfinished business. The ghosts remain because they have not accepted it and they're just going to hang around. And then you got these very dark entities. Those are the bad people. Those are the people that were really bad, and those spirits are stuck here, and they were very vain spirits that enjoyed things like just torturing people, raping, murdering, and doing some very heinous things, and they want to continue to stay here and keep doing what they're doing, or they may be escaping. You understand the hooded ones with the hooded ones that have the I can't even sheet what you call it, and they're on the run. I saw a movie on that and it was pretty cool. Now, if I ever think of the name of that movie, y'all need to see it. It was where some people had died. Some went on to transition to go to whatever level, the first to the seventh level of hell, to the different levels of heaven or whatever. But there were some on the run because they knew that there was no option but to go to some of those levels of hell. So they were escaping death. I mean, they were dead, but the spirits were escaping, going through whatever process, and it showed the grim reapers or the black hooded ones, trying to get them. It was an interesting movie, and those black, dark, voided creatures. Not all of them, because people are finding that the shadow people may just be of another dimension, but then there are some of those dark, completely just black voided beings here that are no good. I'm just gonna be simple with you about it. Not simple, but frank with you about it. And I wanted to talk to you about that because those are the ones that you don't really want to have any contact with. Okay? So I know you all are saying, but Mom, how do you do it? Believe me, it can be very frightening. Even from a childhood, I have been under possession, and it can be very frightening. Mama has spent some time as a little girl in hospitals, them trying to figure out what this is because as a very small child, I told you all that Dumbledore was, on me from a very young age. I had this huge snake wrapped around my body as a little girl, and that was the first of Dumbledore, me being touched by the spirit. And at that particular time, no one understood. You understand? But at this particular time, more insight, more light has been shedded on the subject matter. Um, I want to talk about this because a lot of you all have the same gift, and we're being watched. Not only we're being watched, they know who we are. Now I know y'all saying Mama finna lose it now. She getting way off the subject, but it's really true. They know who you are. When I go to doctor's office, because I have the power of the spirits, my touch, I have people that run from me. I can't go to many doctors to be seen because they are afraid of me. Okay? A lot of you all say that when you all call me, you get really drained, really tired, sleepy, and you just can't handle it. And I've drained many cell phones that have been fully charged that drain. And I know what you're saying. Okay, is that a bad spirit? No, I'm being powered, okay, by many of spirits. I mean, everything you all can see the videos. If I touch something, if I move, or if I get my expression, if I get excited, angry, or whatever, you can see the lights brighten up because that I consume and generate lots of energy. Okay, because it takes lots of energy to do what I do, to be who I am. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of give you some ideas on it for those who don't understand and have the ability, for those who don't have the ability but want to understand about people like me. Okay, there's so many names for star seeds, witches, these names, whatever. It's so many different names. A lot of people don't understand who we are. We're not really accepted too much. Some of us maybe in society, when Mama go in a crowd, because I can just take the power and energy of an entire crowd and just consume it for myself. Not trying to do something, but there's something of being over me that generates and consumes lots of energy. You all can see some of my past videos where you can actually see the spirit that is with me. Okay? So a lot of folks get angry with me. They get mad with me. They say I'm wicked. They say I'm evil, but I am who I am. Okay? That's all I want to know. I mean, all I want to say. Um, it's okay for Jesus to have had these same powers. Okay? It was okay. I'm not saying I'm Jesus. Now, don't nobody get that. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying he had special powers too, but it was okay. It was okay that he could walk on water. But if I walk on water, somebody else walk on water, we're evil. We're sorcerers, which I don't see nothing wrong with being a sorcerer. We so many evil things, but it's okay that Jesus was able to feed all them fish. I mean, feed all of the crowd with so much fish and so much bread, very little. But if somebody do it now, modern day times, how come they're said to be a fake or a swindler or evil and wicked? You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is this, y'all. Jesus himself, okay, possessed these same witchcraft powers, and it was okay. Okay? So what makes you think that Jesus is the only person that God, the goddess, nature, mother nature, whoever you see as the most high, what makes you think that the most high only chose the one to give it to? He chose to give it to many. There are many with that power. But anyway, man, this time is up and I don't take no chance. So I'm going to start off with another video. How about that? Because Mama got a lot of catching up to do because I want to talk more on possession.